Hey, Doug McCon, RealityMe.net on this third day of this wonderful 2024 in kind of a blase, not very conducive environment for either video or juggling, but we're going to continue this. I meant to get out in the daytime and do this in the day, got away from me. Also meant to do this just as some fun juggling. Too tight. Oh, that landed right on my foot. We're going to bring it right up. Okay. Other jugglers do that all the time. They juggle and they drop it down on their foot, and I've always been mystified by it. Either my foot's not flat enough, or I don't know. It's a cool trick that they do where they're juggling, they drop something to their foot and it's back up. Something I've always wanted to get into. So, what we're going to do, I didn't mean to turn this into a teaching format, but this little space kind of lends to it. So, day one, we talked about throwing it up and catching the ball, going from the waist to down the forehead, maybe a little higher, and just being consistent in your throws. We talked about the plane, the mime space. Woo, right here. There's a glass pane in front of you, and you want all your action happening in that plane, not this way, this way. So not perpendicular, parallel to your chest. So we did one ball, and we talked about an upside down U, traveling from one hand to the other, and hopefully you're practicing this. Oh, by the way, if you practice 5 minutes a day, I don't care what it is, Spanish, guitar, handwriting, juggling, consistency is what matters. If you wait till the end of the week, you try to cram all your skill building into a 2-hour session on a Saturday or a 4-hour session, there's actually a point of diminishing returns when you're trying to cram that much information, and applies to your studies too. If you're a student at the university or high school or something else, cramming is not as effective as doing a little bit every day. So break your tasks down. If you juggle 5 minutes a day, that's all I'm asking you to do. You'll be a far better juggler than me in no time flat. If you wait till the end of the week and say, I'm just going to juggle 2 hours on Saturday, you're going to get burned out. Your skill's not going to build up as quickly as you can. So just take a few minutes every day. Keep some balls on your desk. Use it as stress relief. It's good for the mind. It's good for the body. It's good for the soul. It's good for socialization. We'll talk all about that in other videos. So one ball was up and down. Then you want an upside down U. It travels from your gravity. It happens. It travels from one hand to the next. I'm actually trying to watch the camera instead of the juggling. I say this all the time. You can't catch what you can't see. And if I'm looking at the video and I'm doing this, it's likely to fall to the ground. So the next thing we wanted to do was get up to 2 balls. We were going to take one, throw it up, and right as it starts to come down, throw the other one up. So it looks like this, up, up. You're going to use that word to help you learn to juggle. You're going to say the word up. When you say up is when you throw. Not up, up. It's up, up. It's creating that rhythm. Juggling is music. It really is. It's math, it's music, it's poetry. So you're going up, up. Start with your non-dominant hand occasionally, up, up. Don't do this. None of this stuff. If you're doing this kind of, you're not going to get it, because the juggling is actually an infinity symbol. It just goes on and on and on. What you see in cartoons, you'll see this kind of thing. And that's fun, hard. So we did our 1. Each hand, we got good at it. We did our 2. 2 inverted upside down U's. I said last time, they're kind of like this. So you kind of throw in this one to a point right over this is my right hand, it's going right over my right eye. This is my left hand, it's going right over my left eye. So it's up, up. It's probably reversed in the video. I should flip it before I upload it. Up, 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 up. Remember the pause. Pause is important because there's a third ball in this. Anytime your balls are crossing, your objects, whatever you're juggling, clubs, rings, when they're crossing, you're dealing with odd numbers. If you're dealing with even numbers, it's just a certain number in this hand, a certain number in this hand. 6 would be 3 in this hand, 3 in this hand. If you're crossing 6, some jugglers say, oh, I'll cross 6. You're really doing 7. It's just one invisible ball. Mathematically, it doesn't work out that even numbers will cross because they will hit each other. It's got to be an odd number to go cross to even numbers in each hand. So we're going to go up, up, there's your 2. Up, up, there's your 2. We're going to add in a third ball. Basic math. The hand with the most is the hand that has to start. Remember the rule of juggling. Your hand wants to hold on to the object as long as it can, and it can only hold one object at a time. So if I threw this ball first, it'd be coming up and it would be coming down a hand with 2 things. So I'd have to get both these balls out of the hand real quick. Instead, we'll start with a hand that has the most. In this case, it's my right hand. Generally speaking, you're going to want to start with your dominant hand. Now, what's going to really happen as you're learning juggling, it's going to be a lot of panic here. One ball is going to go high, one ball is going to go low. We'll talk about that in a different video. Right now, I just want to show you what the basic 3-ball pattern looks like. You start with the hand with the most. Say that word up, 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 up. Every time you say the word up, a ball has to go up in the air. Now, this is what the 3-ball pattern looks like. Notice it's an infinity symbol. It is that figure 8 turned on its side. And this is what you're trying to achieve. This is what I want all of you to learn how to do. This 3-ball pattern. This is the, you know what's funny? Years and years of doing this, there have been all kinds of books and all kinds of people out there saying, oh, this is the technical term for this, or this is the, we have something called site swap notation. It's a mathematical representation of what's going on with numbers that demonstrate how high it's going, where the ball's moving and whatnot. So there's mathematical proofs to this. So you'll hear people say things like, oh, that's a 3-4-2 or something. And I've never gotten caught up in all the language. This basic cascade is what you're going to hear this as. Or shower. No. See, I'm screwing it up right now. I'm not even going to try. But this is the basic pattern that you want to achieve, which is that in an infinity symbol. And notice that it's the 2 upside down U's. One hand is throwing not quite to the center of my forehead, and I'm throwing a little low for the camera. You'll throw a little higher because remember, you're trying to create space and time. Notice how when I throw a little higher, it kind of slows the pattern down. And then when you get down here, it speeds it up. That's what you're trying to achieve. We're going to get you there. I want to turn you all into jugglers. 5 minutes a day. Start off with 1. Learn to throw it straight up and catch it. Then work to 2. Up, up. One ball from one hand's going out. The other ball's kind of scooping under and going under this way so that you get those 2 slightly offset U's. Up, up. You're not going on the outside. This one's not coming here and this one going over. You're not swapping the balls in your hands like this. Both balls have to go up. Up, up. Once you get the 2 down, you're going to move to 3. And you're going to start with a hand that has the most. Up, 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 up. Now, there's all kinds of issues that's going to be here. The balls, your mind right now is telling you, I don't want to get hit by these things, so it's naturally going to throw them out, so you're going to find yourself walking as you're doing it. Some balls are going to go this way, some balls are going to be high, some balls are going to be low. That's all practice. Once you get this down, once you learn this basic pattern, matter of fact, once you do this, up, up, pause, you're juggling. That's it. Up, up, pause. That is all there is to a 3-ball pattern. Up, up, pause. Once you get that down, the rest is just practice. Juggle till you drop.